Hello, a beautiful good morning, future millionaires. Just give you guys an idea where I am. Broad Beach. Over there is my electric i3S because I just came out of the house, so the car is fully charged. I don't need to use the charger. I don't know what's going on here. I came here for the morning walk, and I want to make a video for all you guys. Empo, by the way, used to be Caltex Australia. I used to be shareholder. I used to buy into them because the entire real estate holding was more or less for free. So you get a gasoline business, retail business, and you get the entire real estate holding for free. That was pretty cool. They wanted to IPO the real estate. At the end, they did something else. I exited the business some time ago. So here's one of my favorite cafes on the Gold Coast, hour 28. But this morning, I'm not going to drink any coffee. Instead, I just go for a morning walk. I have no idea what they're doing here. Some kind of event. Take a look. Live surf event or something. Maybe some kind of competition. Maybe we'll all take a look together. And meanwhile, I want to talk about the market. I promised that I make at least one video a week about the market. And here I am. And then I'm going to cover more than just simply Bitcoin Cash now, because Bitcoin Cash is going to go up regardless. So you haven't noticed yet, right now is the alt season. So all the altcoins are going up like crazy. So they have some kind of event going on here. I'll give you guys a round shot. Not sure what it is, but it must be cool. Yeah, and the Empo, the gas station, is doing all the sponsorships. Good for them. Good for them. They must be very profitable right now. I wish I had more gas station shares. Back to Bitcoin Cash and other cryptos. I tell you guys sincerely that if you miss the bottom, you might think might go back down again one more time so you can buy. It's always like that. However, that's not going to work. This is not how markets work. Instead, the market's going to do what the markets do. Based on everything I see, there's really no downside to anything. So therefore, if you are interested holding cash, you're lost. Basically, you're lost. Yeah. If you're into crypto, choose your favorite crypto, buy as much as you can. You're going to make a ton. Ah, yeah, nice. Very nice morning. So you guys can see what people do here. Little kids carrying the big boats, live serving. And over there, they're paddling up. Okay. Very nice morning. I'm going to get rid of my my slippers. Yeah. Today in the morning I weighed myself 72.35 kilo, and I'm pretty happy with my weight situation right now. The trip to Melbourne has helped me to lose tons of weight. When I left, I was at 76.5. I came back, I lost 4 kilos. Yeah. Won't go into detail. Let's just say that's 10 days of my life. That's the reason I'm in very good mood. And the last 1 week, I've been busy doing things that is important to me personally. It's not important to anybody else, just me. That's all. That's all I can say. Now, back to the market. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on today. All right, let's just let you guys understand this is not normal. There shouldn't be this much going on. Over there is all events, so I'm not going to go walk that way. I normally walk that direction. I'm not going to walk that way. I'm going to walk more or less this way. Yeah, there's less event on this side. There's still something going on this side though. Yeah, give you guys an idea. Saturday morning, Gold Coast. This is what they do. Walking on some boats. I'm not a lifesaver. I can't swim. Not really. I can paddle now. I can survive in a shallow swimming pool now, but I can't really swim. There's nothing I can do. You know, the universe takes and gives. It takes certain abilities. Like I can't see color, but I can see markets in the future. That's good enough, nice trade-off. I'm happy with that. So, for what it's worth, if you are still hesitating investing in anything, now is your time. You don't have time to waste. I strongly suggest choose your top 3 coins put one of the 3 top coins definitely should be Bitcoin Cash. I strongly suggest start loading up. If you don't do it now, the run up is coming now. You're going to regret for the rest of your life, because this run up is big. If you look at the chart, you will see a gigantic base has been built in a lot of cryptos. The base building in any assets is usually the most tedious period of time, because most people enter the market when the price is super high. Most people only start buying after price has gone up dramatically. This is human nature. We only evaluate the future based on most recent history. This is called the recency bias. And recency bias, and look at this foam, so beautiful. Sea foam. Normally we don't have this much sea foam because recently we got a lot of rains, so there's a lot of algae in the water. I wouldn't swim right now, but still safe though. So, yoga class on the other side. I'm not going to go there and film anything because they think I'm a perv. Because, you know, yoga is mostly just women. Just let you guys know what people do here on this beach. So recency bias is a very, very important concept. I want you to truly understand that. If you look at the past 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, 2 years, you see the price just stabilizing. So from a normal human being's perspective, we think that it will continue like that forever. And therefore, anybody who have no more interest would have exited the market. And those people who are genuinely speculators would actually have quietly loaded up. Now, here's what I know what other people have done, who actually are genuinely investing in this market. In the last 12 months, they've been loading up, but in the last 3 months, they've been buying more than I have ever seen before. This is what I can say. This is all I can say. I'm not saying that they bought everything that was in the market they could buy. Not at all. They have plenty of dry powder left over. But they bought far more than I expected them to buy. So because of the previous year's performance, we had a spike, then came back down. I was quite concerned that they gave up on the entire idea of investing into digital real assets like cryptos, and Bitcoin Cash particularly as a real asset title. The truth is, those people who invest in these markets for the long term, like myself, they study this thing. They understand what they're doing. But they have a different timing frame than I do. So therefore, their timing approach to the market is very different to my standard timing approach. Because of that, we have a situation. I'm just looking so that I don't get run over by some beach vehicles. Sometimes they drive too fast. As you can see, it's a track. So basically, the people who are, for example, allocate, let's say, $20-30 million to crypto, they're not going to spend $20-30 million in crypto in one go. They usually just do it in drip format. So every week, there's a certain amount, maybe let's say $100,000 gets allocated, and that $100,000 is bought through a disciplined manner, and that means that you won't be able to notice their approach. So when I was a trader in Singapore doing silver, when I accumulated my position, the last thing I did was telling people what I was doing, and the last thing I did is let people see my footsteps. So the great traders, great positioners, they will never let you see the footsteps. Okay, so we go to the greatest lengths to cover our footsteps. We make sure that nobody else knows what we're doing, because it's like a poker game. The last thing you want is to tell your cards. You don't want to give a tell on what cards you have on your hand and what is your intention and so on. And therefore, it is incredibly important that you guys understand that if you think you can read the market based on just looking at the chart, let me give you a simple answer. You can't. It is impossible. Even veteran traders don't just look at the chart alone and say they have the high confidence that this is what everyone else is doing now. That's almost impossible, because there's so many things you can do on a digital trading platform to cover up your tracks. that you are almost next to impossible to figure out what other people are doing. Therefore, you have to have a longer term perspective. That's all there is. Cool. Just put a boat up here. Pretty nice. I hope the camera captures this. Maybe some sea foam for you guys. Oh gosh, I don't like it. It feels weird. So the color here is all wrong. The beach shouldn't be this color. You know what? Maybe this is a good time for me to sit down and talk a bit more. Splash myself. Oh, all right. I think I'm gonna go outside. That's enough for me. I don't like this because we on the Gold Coast will be spoiled. When we get our ocean, we want blue water, not brown water. Yeah, not the best day, but good enough. So let me just come here somewhere to sit down. That's a good, decent spot. Okay. Sun the back. Take off the shoes. And let's talk. So basically what's going on now is that you really have to get yourself positioned properly. If you don't do it now, you're missing out the biggest move in probably the history of Bitcoin Cash of all time. That's my reckon. So what is the upside? I don't know. I sincerely don't know. Because I don't know what other people are watching, what they're doing, how many people are really following what I'm doing. But I can guarantee you there's enough people in the market who use my channel as an indicator. And when I talk about what I'm talking about right now, they take it as a very strong buy signal and they start buying. So in that way, one way or another, I'm right now trying to influence the market. But does it matter to me personally? Honestly, it doesn't. Because I'm only selling in 2025. So rather, before 2025, the price goes to $10,000, $5,000, $300, whatever. That doesn't interest me as much as making sure that the entire crypto space is on track to become the replacement for fiat currencies. That is the number one priority for us. I think in the future, crypto community should unite. We should understand where is the real issue here. The real issue is not how much money you make in fiat currency term. The real issue is how much real estate, how much digital real estate do you occupy before hell breaks loose. That is the key for today. Okay, it's a bit like here on the Gold Coast. Before anybody come here starting to become a real estate developer, the question is how much land do you own before you come with cash. Cash is useless if you don't have the land. You cannot build a property based on cash alone. You need to have the title. And in digital space, Bitcoin Cash is one of the strongest real estate title the world has ever seen. So I have absolutely no doubt that the price will go insane. But until then, I still urge everybody to focus more on their private safety, security, health. Those things are far more important to you right now than ever before. And there's a lot of things you could do to improve those. Like look at myself, what I'm doing right now is free. I'm sunbathing, I'm waking up early. I woke up today at 4 a.m. I did certain things and had my good time starting day. And I'm in an incredible good mood. And then later on, I'm going to pick up my car from the repair shop, and then I'm going to drive to another beach location to scout for real estate. So I do what I love, and I love what I do. And that's the reason I can stay in shape. I feel confident about myself. I feel positive about the future. And only when I feel all this, I can make accurate assessment of the market. Because if I'm depressed, this is what you need to understand. If you, let's say, as a person who reads the market, if you, let's say, emotionally impacted by external events because you watch too much TV, or you are influenced by bad partners because they keep nagging on you, or you have friends who are toxic, so they keep telling you that you're wrong, that they are right, that you should get out of Bitcoin or crypto and all this stuff, All these things are negative influences that change the way how your mind processes reality. And you need to put your mind in the best possible shape, form, condition to process reality as it is. And the truth and the reality is that to the largest degree, how you see the environments depending how your internal world looks like. And personally, right now, my internal world has never been better. I look incredibly positive towards the future, even though we are looking at potentially huge escalation of the conflict in Russia. And last news I just checked was Russians' oil depot got attacked by some helicopters in the night. They claim to be Ukrainian helicopters, but based on my gut feel, I reckon it's a false flag attack. This way they can get justification to escalate the war. And the natural escalation, the next stage for the Russians is going to be biological, chemical, and nuclear warfare. They're definitely going to do it. It's just a question of time. Yeah. So, even though that is the case, do I get depressed? No. Why not? Because I can't change any of that. I can't change the way how they behave towards each other. I can only change what's around me. I can only change the way how I feel about the world. I can change my location. I can change how I spend my day. I can change what I eat. I can change when I sleep. I can change who I socialize with. I can change who I talk to. I can change who are my friends. I can change who are my life choices. So those things I can change. And the same thing applies to you. You might not be sitting on the beach in Gold Coast or somewhere enjoying a good lifestyle. That is entirely true. But you still can change a lot of things around you to make your circumstance better than it is right now. Would you agree on that? So once you have changed that, you'll see there's a progress towards things getting better and better. And when that happens, the way you look at the market will change as well. I promise you that. You change your circumstances towards something more positive, you will somehow figure out the more optimal way for you to benefit from the market. I think I should see a shark. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted because there's so many things going on in front of me. So, to conclude today's video, make the most out of your day. Just remember, today potentially is the very last day of your life. What are you going to do with your time? What are you going to do with your time? I woke up today at 4 o'clock. I did something very important to me and my life, and that is the time worth spending for. So I wake up in the morning, I decide what is most important to me, and I do those things first. And once I've done those, I can go on with my day without any regrets. Because if Putin's crazy enough to launch a nuclear war around the world and there's a nuke exploding behind me in the next 5 minutes, I will leave this world with no regrets. No regrets, because I've done everything I could have done to make my life as good as it can be. And I want you to leave you with this note and understand that people around us are all trying to do just that. And I hope you can do exactly the same thing to improve your life. And in the process, you improve the way how you can see market, how you anticipate market, how you can invest your money. That is the connection between markets, your lifestyle, and your life choices. I hope you like this content. There's a little bit of tangent going on, but I hope this gives you a different perspective towards my brain. And if that helps, please give me a thumb up, give me a like, help me push the channel a little bit. It's not for benefits or financial benefits. As you know, I don't make any much money from this. It's about spreading the positive message around the world. Okay? Thanks a lot for your support. Please give me a like and subscribe. And we are kicking this thing into the next high gear. We want to make crypto the ultimate commerce platform of the world, not fiat currency. See you in the next one. Bye.